Over 4:30 here in Perth, which means it's time to hear from Dulwich College, Beijing. I'm joined by Claire Anderson-Au, who's head of senior school, and Tracy Francis, who is head of Ducks. Good afternoon, Claire. Good afternoon, Tracy. How are we?
Good afternoon. Very well, thanks, Sam.
Good afternoon, Sam. Good afternoon, everyone.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us. I've got your presentation ready to go. So Claire's going to kick things off and talk through the first half. So myself and Tracy are going to leave you to it, Claire. And when you're ready, just let me know and I'll bring Tracy back into the screen. Bear with me for 2 seconds and I'll get your presentation up and running. And I shall make sure I'm removing the right people, remove Tracy, and I'll remove myself. Off you go, Claire, over to you.
Thanks very much. Hello, everybody. And I just want to first off start by saying thank you very much for joining myself and Tracy Francis, whether that's the morning, the afternoon, or the evening for you. We appreciate you giving up a small proportion of your time to talk to us. So my name is Claire Anderson-Au. I'm the head of senior school, and this is my third year at Dulwich College, Beijing. I've lived in Asia for over 25 years now, and Dulwich College Beijing is my fourth international school. So let's get on with who we are. Next slide, please, Sam. So we are Dulwich College Beijing, obviously, and really I want to explain what that means for you. So we are a private international school in China, and because of the type of school we are, that means that we are not under Chinese regulation in terms of having to teach any of the Chinese requirements. So we are very much a standalone international school, and we can teach the curriculum as we see fit. That's obviously quite important for you to know when you're thinking about moving to us and moving to China. We are a very vibrant college of over 1,600 students. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, our parents pay a premium. So that means they have very high expectations of us. But actually, we like to think that we have very high expectations of ourselves. You know, we want staff that want to come and be the best version of themselves and be the best for our students. We are very much a students come first school. So all decisions are made around students come first, staff training, financial decisions. It's all about our students. Obviously, we have a great reputation. We are a tier 1 school, not only within Beijing, but within China itself. So that's also important for you to know. And we're proud of that. We're proud of being a tier 1 school and the reputation that that comes with and who we are and how we support that. Next slide, please. So just for those of you that might not be familiar with the British style system, our college is divided into 3 parts: Ducks, Juniors, and Senior School. So Ducks is maybe what you would know as elementary or primary school for some of you. That's really up to year 2. Junior School is up to years 3 and 6. And then the Senior School, we don't have a middle and high school. So all students that maybe you might be familiar with in a middle or high school are under the Senior School section. So the Senior School section obviously is the largest because it has the most year groups in that, and we're just shy of about 800 students. So that's just how it is broken up. Each one of those 3 schools has its own head. Obviously, I'm the Senior School. Tracy, who you will get to meet at the moment, is Ducks, and we have another amazing head called Jacinth Gurdon, who is our head of the Junior School. Next slide, please. So who are we and what are we really proud of? So like I said, students come first. But actually, it's more for us about we're really interested in how the students learn, not just what they learn. So you will find very much in our Ducks and Junior School, we're very concept and inquiry driven. So if you're used to the MYP system, then that will tie in very nicely with that for you. As they transition up into seniors, of course, we're still using the concepts and inquiry. But as we move further up to year 10 and into year 12, then obviously as they focus on exams, the focus and the channeling of information just has a slight shift. But really, most importantly, I think, and what we're so proud of, is not just our academic results, but actually the people we turn out. When parents ask me, what do you want the students to be when they leave you, whether that's at the end of year 13 or even if they leave us at the end of Ducks with Tracy, really what we want is good people. We want our students to leave us being good people that can really make a difference in the world, and actually that they're happy, that they love coming to our school every single day. I would like to think that's exactly what the students would say to you. How do we do that? You'll see there on the screen, it's because we allow our students to explore and discover their passions. And I'm going to talk about on the next slide, please, Sam, just how we do that. So we're driven not only by the academics, but by these are 5 pillars. And this is really, if you've had a look at our website, you will see a lot about Live Worldwide and the holistic development. So academics is there, but global citizenship, which obviously includes a lot of work on the SDGs, they are embedded in our daily lives at DCB. It's not just lip service. You won't just see it on the walls. You will see and feel that when you walk through our campus. Learning beyond the classroom, CCAs start right from the bottom. So in Ducks, our students can access CCA programs right up to year 13. Lots of these, and something we're also proud of, is that lots of our CCAs are student-led. So the leadership opportunities that our students have right from junior schools up, and they provide those programs all the way down, that is a fantastic part of giving back to our community and really making sure that we build the bridges and connections from our youngest students right the way up to our year 13 students. We have a fabulous arts program. I'm sure you would have seen that if you looked. Last year we hosted the Great Iskums, which meant that we got to go to the Forbidden City and play in there, which was just an amazing opportunity. We've just had a very world-renowned piper into our school, and our students' musical ability, apart from the theatre and their drawing, but their music ability especially is world-class. And some of them already perform their own concerts outside of school, which is, if you can imagine, is just such a great thing to see. And then, of course, we have a range and a plethora of sporting activities, right from Ducks, where we're encouraging them with the fundamentals and pleasure and fun, all the way up to our varsity teams that get to compete all over Asia in those competitions. So all of those 5 pillars really, I think, epitomize the type of people that we want to create when they leave us, whether that's after 3 years, 5 years, or 13 years, which some of our students do stay for. We want to make sure that we're preparing them for the world beyond us when they leave the safety of school. School is a great, safe place to make mistakes, and that's okay. You can make them, we'll support you, but then after that, we want them really to be able to go out into the world and show what they've learned and empower them with all of those skills. So obviously, next slide, Sam, please. As head of senior school, it would be remiss of me not to talk about the examination results. So here in our senior school, in year 10 and 11, our students study the IGCSEs, and you'll see our results. We're very proud of them. IGCSE, we choose these because of the academic rigor that actually prepares them for IB. It's really important. Our students have a wide choice of subjects they can do, and they get to choose whether they want to study anywhere from 8 all the way up to 12. So it's really a personalized program. We have many in-house programs that are not examined. For example, we have Future Tech, where the students learn about AI and coding, and they get to work with experts from Amazon and Microsoft. And that's an in-house program that we wrote and developed ourselves.
Okay, folks, it looks like we might have lost Claire there for a moment. I'm just going to keep an eye on the backstage and see if she's going to come back. Obviously, she was just talking about those outstanding exam results. We might just give her a minute or two. I've got Tracy waiting backstage. If we don't see Claire again in a minute or so, I might just bring Tracy in and she can close out the presentation for us. So clearly some technical issues going on at Claire's end there. These things happen. It is the internet after all. So please bear with us, and either Claire or Tracy will be back with you very shortly.
Sorry, Sam. I think I'm back. Sam, can everybody see me and hear me now?
Yeah, I think you're back, Claire. I think something went a little bit wrong there for a moment, but you're up and running again, so I'll get out your way.
Hey, please, could you move on to the next slide, Sam? I'm sorry, everybody, if I got cut off for that. And then finally, the IB results. And I was just saying that these are, of course, excellent results, but we talk to our students about excellent results open the doors, but they don't guarantee you access. You know, what you're doing outside of these academic results. What is your passion? How can you talk about that? Those are the things that will make a difference about where you go and study beyond DCB. Now, very exciting for us at DCB, from next year, we will also be introducing the A-level pathway from the UK system, and we will be the only international school in the whole of Beijing to offer both pathways. And we're very excited about that. Our parents are excited and our teachers are also very excited. So we're looking for people that's got a plethora of experience, no matter what you think you will bring. And we're sure, just like we say to our students, we've got something for you. We feel like that about our staff also. So I'm now going to hand over to Tracy, who's going to give you slightly more detail of the other parts of our school.
Okay, right. Hoping that you can see and hear me. So, as Claire's just mentioned, I'm Tracy. I'm the head of Dux. I've been at DCB for 4 years now, and most of my experience has been in the UK, in London, but I've also taught and led in the Middle East. So I'm going to take you through more of the teaching and learning aspects of the college, but we're going to start with the college priorities. Thank you, Sam. So our priorities are built on strategies that are derived from the group, also from areas within CIS, who make up part of our quality assurance processes, and stakeholder voice, which is really key. So, for example, within learning and teaching, we have educational pedagogies, particularly those that centre around technologies and personalised approaches, which have taken centre stage over the last 2 years. This year, we've introduced a focus on strengthening our provision around multilingual learners and implementing our wellbeing framework for students and for staff. We've also had an introduction of the IDEA agenda. So the inclusion, diversity, equity and anti-racism agenda. We are fortunate to have been able to collaborate with colleagues around the group, which is EIM obviously, but also experts like David Bott, Angie Brown and Emily Meadows. And we're very proud of those pieces of work, which will play a key part in how the college moves forward this year. Next slide, please. We have a set of evidence-based learning principles that underpin our teaching and learning, and these ensure we drive effective practice and that we all come from a place of curiosity to ensure students come first and we offer them the best. So we believe in the benefits of holistic approaches to developing our students, and this forms a key part in how we achieve those goals for our students, looking at things like value-based approaches, developing independence, creative thinkers, and an offer that is full of creativity and innovation within our teaching approaches. Now, the benefits of this are great. So we've got student agency, intrinsic motivation, and high engagement. The college has what I would call a cohesive, aligned process of delivering our teaching and learning program. So from nursery through to year 13, you'll have some variation of inquiry-based approaches, which are interwoven with a progressive spine of standards. So in the ducks, for example, alongside inquiry-based approaches, we have play-based approaches too, which Leslie mentioned earlier. Next slide, please. Next slide. Sam, can you hear? Oh, perfect. Okay. So finally, on the last couple of slides, we're looking at some of the competencies and technologies that have played a real pivotal role in enhancing our offer. So technologies like metacognition and recursive feedback, alongside competencies within domains such as supportive environments and activating thinking, help to aid the discussions and articulation of how we think, plan and deliver. And I'm going to say review our teaching and learning offer. If you can go to the next slide, please. So if you look at this page, you'll see how we tend to use those competencies, those technologies within our review, within our professional learning. And so some examples of that would be about how we feedback and reflect on our teaching and learning program. Next slide. So just to end, thank you all for joining us today, taking the time on a Saturday afternoon to get to know a bit more about us, DCB, our community, how we work together to put students first, and what our offer is, which we believe is a great educational experience. Our vision is for students to have the knowledge, skills, and motivation to make a positive difference to people, society, and the planet. And to do this, we really do need great educators who share that vision. So Claire and I are happy to answer questions, and we will be moving to the next room to either have a chat or to answer some of your questions. But thank you for joining us.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Claire. That was really interesting. You've sold me. Thank you both for your efforts. In about a minute or so, I'm going to be starting the session with Caroline from Dahong, Shanghai. So feel free to head over there. As Tracy and Claire both said, they'll be in their school booth. I think you've got a couple of rooms there as well that you're going to start to have conversations with. So if Dulwich College Beijing is a spot for you, folks, please do head over there and have a chat with the team. Thank you, everybody, for attending this session. We'll start the next one in about 2 minutes' time. Thank you very much.